If you wanted to be.
Yes.
Whatever you want.
I'm less of a gender and more of an ideal.
A commodity. Yeah.
What the F are we even talking about? Like, I'm so lost right
Rachel's lost, even though she's on this couch with us.
Theon, by the way, is not a person. Theon, by the way, is a state of being.
Well, Theon, by the way, is actually joining us on the couch. Oh my god.
I'm still processing what you just said.
Yeah.
And wait till you see my face. Dre is nuts. I'm Rachel.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, I'm Esther.
Wait, we messed that up.
Theon's
Let's do
not
it again.
Ghost. What? No.
Oh. I'm just
I
like,
mean, we do whatever.
no, we don't have to.
You know what time it
Theon's
is.
not Ghost.
Anyway, whatever. If you don't know who the hell we are, then why are you tuning in? Like, I don't have
no,
anything.
we want people to
I mean, we do, but I mean, how'd you find this? Like, you found this episode and you were like, yeah, that's
This
it. That's a
one.
banger. I mean, you're right.
What
but
if they thought
still.
this was
Right,
an
you're right.
intervention?
Wait, for who?
Oh man, that was the best one.
Deep in my heart.
And homegirl that went and busted it out on her front lawn.
Oh man.
That was good.
There was an episode of Intervention where this lady was addicted to fentanyl
Fentanyl
lollies.
Oh, man.
And every morning she would go out on her front
So
yard
sad.
and just bust her legs open. She'd lay on her back on the grass
Just whoop.
and just bust it open for anybody walking by.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that when you're on those fentanyl
Okay,
lollies.
like, no,
Makes
don't
you
do
want to bust it
drugs.
open.
Just bust it open
Bust
in the
it.
front
bust
yard.
Bust it.
anything open.
Let them know
Just
that you're
bust
with
it
it.
open.
No.
So you can find us Cards with Ian no, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry. We just changed Jesus Christ Esther with _ Ian.
I mean,
Mess already.
this is
This is
the
why you
best
listen.
episode ever.
This is why you listen, because
Exactly.
we are messes.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah,
Yep.
with _ ENR on Instagram, the YouTube, the Twitter, the shits, whatever.
The back alley.
The back alley
The only
streets.
place you can't find it is Facebook.
Yeah, 'cause
Esther
I
says
refuse.
Facebook's for
Oh,
boomers.
Facebook's
I didn't
a
say it's for
toilet.
boomers.
It's
but
fine. It is
I
for boomers,
refuse.
but I still don't know what I'm doing half the
I
time.
refuse to do it.
I'm gonna make
I'm
us
gonna
a
do it.
secret Facebook
Rachel
page.
made
I mean,
me,
do it. I don't
Rachel
care.
made me go through Facebook yesterday, and I was like, "This is gross."
It was garbage.
I was like,
Listen, guys, that was where it was posted. I don't know what that's
Right.
what happened.
I know.
"You know what
like,
Facebook reminds me of? It reminds me of walking down the aisle of a Dollar General." You're like,
That was like the best analogy.
I do like the
I did
DG
that
though.
today.
I like the dollar aisle.
Yeah, me too.
I like to peruse. I don't know. They got good cleaning shit. That's where I get my cleaning shit. Whatever.
Listen, there's nothing, but I mean, I
It's
get it.
depressing.
It's dark. It's always dark. It's always like half shelved
Yeah.
or fully shelved with stuff you've never heard of. You might find some characters in there,
The
but you might also
self-checkout
find
never
some
works.
deals.
It never
Yours has a
does.
self checkout.
The
Yeah.
self checkout is always down.
What?
It's like the ice
Man,
cream
you
machine
got a
at
fancy
McDonald's.
Dollar General. We got one cashier if we're lucky.
Right? Exactly.
That's that.
They're not
Like
outside
one
smoking.
cashier. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We're at the
Oh,
$1.75
yeah.
General.
So
Oh, okay. Anyway.
this this week is Respectfully No, our debate episode, and we are Theon and Rachel are debating they're debating smartphones make us stupid. Agree or disagree?
Okay, who gets to go first?
Who wants to go first?
No, Theon has a strategy. He makes me go first so then he can just plan it. And
What?
that's my strategy.
Theon,
All right, so
go
hold on.
first,
No, we
Theon.
have to take turns with this one.
Okay.
So we're going to rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I'll
Oh.
go first. It's like, what do you
Okay,
agree
go
or
ahead.
do you disagree?
We already talked about.
Like, do you agree that smartphones make people stupid, or do you
Yes.
disagree? All right,
Smartphones make people stupid.
I disagree.
Is that your whole argument?
I disagree.
I need a
It's
little
good
bit
enough.
more.
I think it makes people smarter in a different direction. Like, in a classical sense of being being smart, I don't think it makes you smarter.
Well, please define how you feel like in a different way it makes you smart. Like I'm like from 10 years from now,
Yeah.
are you going to be smarter because of a smartphone?
You have the potential to. You definitely have the potential to. I would agree that people don't use smartphones as much as they should, in ways that they should. Like, there shouldn't be a single kid with a smartphone that can't speak multiple languages. It's like, you can learn a new language. Like, what are you doing with your phone?
You know, this is.
You know,
I mean,
like,
this is so true.
There
I'm going to
shouldn't be.
counteract that though in a second.
There shouldn't be a high school graduate without some sort of stock or crypto portfolio. It's like, what are you doing with your phone? If you had a part-time job, there's tons of things that you can use to make your money start working for you. Like, why wouldn't you use it? Like, if you don't have a portfolio by the time you're 18, then what did you use your phone for?
Dude. All right, so hold on. I need to hit on all of these points. All right, so yes, smartphones make you dumb. I like, real talk. People do not know. They don't. Esther and I talked briefly about this. We don't remember numbers. We don't like. It's everything is so accessible. You don't have to critically think for anything. You're just. It's not. It doesn't solve life's problems. It is life's problem. So on that same note, I watch it in my kids. And some of this stuff, like, my face hurts. I still have to get Botox because they make my face do dumb things with their stupidity when they have something right in their hand. And I look at them and I'm like, they're like, Mom, how do you spell this? And I was like, first off, there's a dictionary. Why don't you look it up? And then they're just like, they don't know how to use any of those things though. Like, they couldn't, if they were transported back 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when the card catalog exists, my kids would be in the library standing there like, what?
Is that all smartphones' fault, though?
Yes, mostly. Well, listen, do they even use the card catalog to try to check out books on their smartphone? No, because half of them can't read, and that's where I was going with that piece. Like, you're like, oh man, if you don't have a crypto, they can't math and they can't read. It's like they're graduating and they can't do these things. And they're actually having like remedial math and stuff. It's actually really, really sad. Oh, wow. And yes, I do blame smartphones.
I blame McDonald's.
Please elaborate, because this feels like it is going to be redonkulous.
Because if the ice cream machine was consistent, then it would put more joy into people.
Then maybe this is
and they
valid.
Would want to learn.
Do you know that someone had to create an app because of the ice cream machines for McDonald's? Like, you can literally download an app that tells you which McDonald's has an ice cream machine that's working. But to me, I feel like it's a waste of time to download the app because none of them are working. None of them are working.
That app is bullshit.
Exactly.
Somebody's stealing money. Somebody is stealing money.
I mean,
they just showed you a map of McDonald's. That's all they did.
So I actually did ironically get like a milkshake, which I don't know if that counts.
A what now?
Milkshake?
I've never heard you pronounce milk like
that. That's how I say
I don't think
milk.
we've ever said milk before.
Oh, well, God.
How would you spell that?
Milk.
What are you talking about?
U-L?
Oh, we should have Midwestern spelling bee.
Okay, first off, it's milk.
Oh.
Oh, God, it's that word. All right, tell me how to say it then.
Milk. It's damn near phonetic.
Yeah.
Milk.
That's the whole point of MILF. It's milk.
Milk. Maybe I can't pronounce I's. Maybe that's the problem.
We can call up ESPN and do the Midwestern spelling bee. Spell milk.
Okay.
Could you use it in a sentence?
What was the other thing I said that one time?
Milk.
Dow.
Oh my!
You do like to say
I forget about that one. I'm not saying that.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
No.
The creepy dowel looked at me through the window.
State of origin.
Rachel's mouth.
Oh man.
Okay, back.
All right, sorry.
To smartphones.
Anyway, well, see, this is exactly what happened. Look, basically smartphones gave everyone like ADHD as well. So I don't know. I don't know if that makes us smarter though or not. I think sometimes it does. It's
I
like
think it's
superhuman.
smart in a different direction.
I mean, no. I have to disagree with you. Stop trying to get me to agree with you so you can win this.
Well,
no.
So with smartphones, do you think there is a new level? So with what you guys were talking about, so is there a new level of knowing things or not knowing things, like a new
is
level
there a new
of
level of
smartness?
stupid?
Yeah, or a new level of stupid. Yeah.
I mean, I think that there is like, and
stupid's it varies from time to time.
It
from
really
period to
doesn't.
period.
I don't listen. I would say that the majority of parents and people a few years older than me think that this generation coming up is some of the densest kids we've ever met. Like there's no hope. Like in some of them, and I mean, I'm not saying that across the board, but a lot of things have failed them, and it's so many factors. I don't know if you can blame it 100% on the smartphone, but it doesn't help. Like think about when we came up, we didn't have to deal with bullying every single day of our lives, like with social media and all of these other pieces. And yeah, that may not necessarily be the smartphone, but that's how all these kids are accessing it. Like TikTok, everything. It's awful. If you fall down in the if I fell down in the cafeteria, and trust me, this has happened, it is. I wiped the hell out. There was no one to record it and make me relive it every day of my life. Like, there's some real pieces. So I do think that we get smarter in like some ways, like Theon said, but in general, those life survival skills don't exist.
I think there should be a different word for bullying of that nature.
Yeah,
because
it's
that's
called,
not true bullying.
You're a fucking asshole. Let me kick your ass.
Yeah, because
that's cyberbullying.
Yeah, but it should be called something else. Like bullying is a necessary evil. Like you need bullies. But you don't need that.
I agree with you.
You don't need
that.
No,
you don't. Like that's like bullying.
But that
bullying
gets lumped into bullying, and I wish there was another term for that, so we can call that, and we can call bullying. You
know what I call
and allow bullying to exist.
You mean internet gangsters?
It's like it should have a word, like whatever it is, it should be called something. Trolling. Yeah, you're trolling. You're not bullying. You're trolling.
I don't think people understand the level of psycho I am sometimes, because like when I read some shit and I'm like, you dumbass, click, 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 click. I just found out where the hell you live, and I'm ordering a whole nice surprise for your lawn the next day. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'll bully your ass in real life. That might be a threat.
I can, I see kids all the time, like, walking around, and I'm like, you know what? You need a bully. You're too free. You're too comfortable in your own skin.
I almost feel like that's a little bit of projection, but maybe because I was the bully.
No, it's like bullies serve a purpose. They do. They help you temper your personality. Like, too much bullying is a bad thing. Just like too much anything is a bad thing.
Really? Is it in real life? Can we argue about that next week? All right, moving on.
Yeah, too much of anything is a bad thing.
You're arguing now, like smartphone, too much smartphone. Is making you.
All right, so then I win. Theon just said it's a bad thing.
Just the right amount of bullying can make a good person an awesome person.
Do you think that smartphones are helping more academically?
Who? Us? This generation? Yeah, we use the hell out of that and find out all sorts of resources and shit.
Yeah.
My kids, hell no. These fools don't know how to do a damn thing. They're like, hey, can I download like Skater, Sewer, Skateboarder? And I was like, you know what? At this point, I don't give a shit. You guys are just doomed.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't care. Maybe I'll learn something.
I think Gen X and millennials do. Yeah. Like, I think those of us in that age, that
after
demographic.
that.
Yeah, no, like Gen Z and beyond, they have no idea, because we understand like how amazing this thing is. Like,
you know what we
grow up
should
with
do?
it.
We should cut all their cell phones off and make them use a landline and walkie-talkies, and then maybe they'll appreciate it.
Make them use an encyclopedia to look up their shit.
Just even make them use a dictionary instead of Google to look up a word. They're like,
but like luxury is the easiest thing to get used to. So they'll realize how difficult it was, and then the second they go back to it, they'll forget it.
Here's my thing though. So if these kids are coming up like that, what the hell
Oh,
are
this
their
is
kids
horrible.
gonna look
Was
like?
God awful.
Yorkshire.
I can't wait to see these like kids coming
Gen
up
Z
now
parents?
as parents.
Oh my God.
First off, it's either gonna go like really hardcore, like discipline, like they're like this was not good, da 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 da, or it's gonna be like, so we're having a. I don't even know. Would they even call it a baby at that point?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be funny, but like seriously, everybody's so woke. We don't know if the baby wants to be called a baby.
We're not gonna name the baby until they're like 3
No,
or
until
4,
they choose their
so they
names.
can,
Like we're already moving on to
choose
that.
their identity.
But what do you call a child though? Like, does it have? Are
A
you just like
conundrum, that's
you
what
It's a
you call
baby.
it. You call
You-
it
It's a baby.
conundrum.
person came out of my vagina? Like, well, I mean, how do you like? I'm so confused. I'm actually very curious to learn more about this because
So-
it's interesting but confusing.
So, Rachel, with smartphones making us dumb, what exactly about the smartphone do you think makes us deteriorate?
I think it's the instant accessibility piece. So you don't have to really think through a process. And I think that I see kids who have no idea how to think through a process. I've seen adults who don't know how. They need hand like holding half the time because we've had that instant gratification. Or what happens is you get into a job and like it's not this dream world of cupcakes and shit. And not saying that like, employers shouldn't treat us right. But there are going to be days sometimes where you are just like, oh my God, F this. But they
Right.
really say F this and just fucking quit. And like with no plan or anything. And it's kind of like, what is valued anymore in some ways? We're missing some of those pieces. And then the lack of customer service. Everyone can talk about that because they're used to instant gratification. I shouldn't have to associate with you longer than 4 seconds. That's the other thing. Nobody knows how to communicate either because they're
And
too busy
I will
communicating
say from
in text.
the other direction, people don't know how to be customers anymore. Because like people they
Yes,
don't.
this is true.
People don't know
I
how to be
agree.
customers. They don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to accept help when
Yeah.
help is given because our smartphones they've made everyone an expert. So that's my argument. So everybody's a fucking expert. Like no one would have ever thought to like argue with their doctor 20 years ago.
Oh,
Ooh,
no shit.
But
That's
now-
actually a good one.
Don't you say, ooh,
But
WebMD.
now, because of
on my
WebMD,
doctor, ooh.
now everybody's
Everybody's a
doctor.
pocket doctor.
Yeah. Do not say that to an old school doctor because if he's anything like my doctor, he'll walk the fuck out and say you Google it. Then don't come back to my practice.
Right?
And
But every-
Your
like,
doctor's
a
'cause, like,
gangster.
don't argue with me. Who has the degree? Who has the degree?
And not just the degree, but
The training,
decades of experience.
And
you
you
spent
practice
2
medicine.
minutes
You
Yeah.
practice
on
it.
you spent 2 minutes on your phone to Google something that was only a 30-second read, and you probably didn't even read all the way through it.
Exactly.
Like, stop it.
I
And
mean,
see, that's that critical thinking skill.
And that's like with everything. Like everything leads back to death. Well, yeah, you can die from anything. Like Jesus Christ.
Too much smartphone use. It'll make you dumb, and you won't have life skills, and you
Dumb
won't
you're gonna
survive.
die. So, Theon, what about smartphones can we use that make us smarter?
Like everything.
Oh, really? Please explain.
Like everything.
Go a little
like
bit more in depth. Like, well, how do they make us better? Like, well, how does it make anyone that has a smartphone more intelligent than the just regular
Yeah, I'm waiting
You
for
know,
regular
this one.
stuff?
it's made the world smaller, a lot smaller.
Okay,
So
globalization.
you can find out about different cultures instantly, and sometimes by accident. Like you don't even
Yeah,
You
I
don't
don't
even
like your
try.
valid points right now.
you don't even try, and you're presented with.
This is true. Google Earth
people,
is
you know.
amazing. Sometimes I just play on it.
I think it's made people culturally genius. Like there's
Okay.
there's people that had smartphones not existed, and the sort of pervasiveness of social media not existed. they wouldn't know anything about
Anything.
anybody that didn't live in their 200-mile radius, you know.
Right.
But now, like a kid from Alaska knows what life is like to a degree in Miami, and a kid in Miami knows what life is like to a degree in like Iceland. Or, like,
You are painting beautiful points, and I hate you for it right now. I just need to say that.
But
So,
with
like-
that, like, how has social media? Okay, so Thea, and just to elaborate on that,
Yeah.
like, how has social media made us more savants in life? Like, how has it made us more intelligent through
just
social media itself?
through social media itself, I think it's more. I don't know if it's made us more intelligent per se, but it's definitely made us more perceptive. Like, I mean, there's extremes to it with like being overly woke and like,
And just a super racist. I
but
guess
yeah,
so,
but
yeah.
like because of social media, I know that there are certain things that or certain behavior that would make X person feel uncomfortable. Like I know that now. Like I'm like I mean transgender. Like how many people have transgender people in their day-to-day life where they see them every single day? You know,
Probably more than people realize. But
I mean, no. I'm
Cause,
saying
yeah.
like close family friends is
Yeah.
like you're part of your like you go home to someone who is transgender.
Well, they did say that the internet and basically the rise of social media has really, like what we've seen in the past like 7 years, really helped the transgender community.
Right. And I would understand that, you know, like there's certain pronouns that you're not supposed to use, or there's
This
certain
is
things
true.
that you're not supposed to say to a person that's transgender that would be an honest mistake with no malicious intent on my part,
Right.
because I don't have that in my life every day, so I don't know. But because of social media, now I can understand. I have that sort of link in, that window in. And as a man of color, as a person of color, I think I've definitely noticed the difference. I think people understand now. Like there's certain things that, you know, just like culturally, like you shouldn't say this to me, or you shouldn't do this to me, or like I would probably feel this way about this thing if you brought it up like this. And I definitely I've felt a change. And then on the adverse of that, people know exactly what hurts now. You know,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like the people who use it for good, like you or whatever, are not
I
the
don't
ones
use it. I
who
use
have.
it for you.
He
Okay.
uses it for titties.
That's it.
Anyway,
I'm a simple man. Titties and crypto. That's it.
well, my whole now I lost my whole point. 'Cause now that's all I'm thinking about. So, whatever, I'm good.
Yeah. Titties and crypto.
Well, Rachel, how has social media made us dumb?
Really, we just watched the West Virginia Whites or something. Like we would have never found that shit without social media.
I took the butcher knife and I put it up to her
And
neck.
I just was like, God bless. Like, this is the saddest shit. And so then, like, I mean, think about how else it's made us dumb. Like, sensationalized videos are really what gets, hit on. Or animals. Like, animals or sensational videos. We don't give a shit about, like, each other. I mean, you see some little pop-ups.
Yeah.
But, like, as a whole, it has made us so selfish.
Yeah,
So
like
selfish.
a lot of the terrible or bad things that are happening in the video get more views than something that is good.
That's like a homecoming, or I don't know, just a regular day where shit didn't go terrible.
Right.
but and that's, I think, like the saddest thing. Like there's this, and I think honestly that level of exposure to things that are technically traumatic, even if they didn't happen to you, desensitizes us, and it changes our DNA in our brains. Like there's evidence of that stuff, and it just, it's social media is really evil.
I'll tell you what I don't like about social media.
Everything.
And this
that's
hits
me.
super home. I don't like that it has made so many people really good at doing the moonwalk. That pisses me off.
Yeah, because
Like,
you are really good at it, and for a long time,
No.
you were probably like
I
the
was
best at it.
I was the
weren't you?
only kid in my high school that
And now
could moonwalk.
everyone can do
And
it.
those
And they
moonwalks are
stole your
smooth
fucking thunder.
as
Your
fuck.
moonwalk is smooth.
Not
It
like
really
these
is.
dudes. These dudes have
No.
some smooth. Fucking,
Really?
I'm like, oh my god.
Now I need to watch moonwalk.
Like these are like
videos.
incredibly
Be
smooth
jealous.
moonwalks.
But see, okay, here's the thing. You had to, when you were learning to moonwalk, you had to rewind the VHS.
Word. I had, all right,
And
so
then it was like, and so that took time. They can just swipe a finger and they're back at it. So they probably watched it 1,000 more times than you.
oh yeah. Like I had to watch the Oprah interview when she went to Neverland, and she asked
Did
Michael
you have
Jackson like, how do you moonwalk? And he showed her. I was like, oh, and I just practiced it all night. Just all night. I did not go to sleep that night.
And did you?
I was in the
nail
kitchen.
It?
I was in the kitchen just moonwalking, and I finally got it.
Ooh.
And I just kept working on it, and that's how I got my moonwalk down. But it was not as smooth as these dudes, man. They had, oh my god, I've seen some incredible moonwalks, and I'm like,
So
I don't like this shit.
You
You
want to fight some smooth moonwalkers?
I can't even be mad
like
at them
them-
because they can do it. But I remember it was a time where it was not as prevalent as it is now. It was an achievement if you could do that. I remember at Esther's like if you could dance like Michael Jackson, that was the thing. I remember at Esther's sister's wedding. There was another dude that was that kid in his high school, and he was like, he came up to me like jokingly, he was like, "Man, yeah, I heard you dance like Michael Jackson. I dance like Michael Jackson too. We're gonna have a dance off at the reception." I was like, okay. So the reception happens, and this dude is dead ass serious. He's like, "Let's go," and so he starts his thing, and then I do my thing, and then he does his thing again, and his girlfriend is like, "Get him, baby, get him." She's
She
like,
is so legit.
they were so intense, and I was just sort of like playing
This
around.
was not his first time doing that to
No.
somebody.
This is like serious.
They were going to was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You said something smooth moonwalks, and I think that's a great band name. So I added it to my list.
Smooth moonwalks.
We're smooth moonwalks.
Actually, yeah, I like that.
I mean,
I like that
right?
already.
I know.
And now we're taking a break.
Copyright it. You gotta pay us. Next.
I just want to say this thing.
What?
In life we are born explorers, and what we're trying to discover is truth. And truth exists whether we are aware of it or we discover it or not. Truth doesn't need help. But we are corporeal creatures. We live and we die. We live on a very narrow slither of time. So speed is paramount. We all try to get to truth and understanding as fast as possible because we have to. So don't think about it as right or wrong. Just think about it as roadmaps and which roadmap is the quickest to truth and understanding.
You going to hell or you going to heaven?
So-
Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm just saying
I'm
like
sorry.
I
was
can
ready.
find, no matter like what your perspective is, I can try to find a direction or a map to truth from it, but it
Okay.
might not be as fast as mine.
All right, that's a really good analogy, statement, mission. I like that a lot.
So,
I
yeah,
really
don't
did.
think of-
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Don't think about it as me being right all the time. Just thinking about it as I know how to read maps better than you.
No, now I hate that. And that is not true because I was the one who got us out of the awful hike. Wait, you guys weren't there for the lost hiking.
Did you come from a family of cartographers?
I don't even know what the fuck that means. So no.
People who
Actually,
make
I
maps.
suck at
Oh.
navigation, and I'll let you have that win.
right.
So Theon won on terms of navigation. I default it because that's what's safe for the world.
Cartographer.
Okay, so Rachel, what do you think? Instead of making us dumb, what about smartphones? Or what improvements could make us smarter? Is it how we use it, or is it what's on the smartphone that's making us, or
So
that
I
could make us better?
think it's a combo of two. I think that in today's world, it is very like we're very self-centered in a lot of ways. And they flash, and we all know our phones are listening to us. Like they're doing these
Okay,
crazy ass algorithms and sending us stuff, but I think that in itself does us a disservice. But honestly, the one thing everyone could do to be smarter, I don't give a shit what you're doing. read. Stop watching videos. Pick up a damn book. Or put the closed captions on. Readers are leaders, man. If you increase your reading rate, like anything is possible.
But
Like
don't
read.
take my word for it. But don't boom. Butterfly in the sky.
I can go twice as
Oh wait, my butterfly is a moth.
Take a look.
It's in a book, reading rainbow. I can go anywhere.
Ways to grow and
Man,
ways
it's
to
been so
know. A
Reading
rainbow. She fucking killed that.
Yeah, you really did,
She
Esther.
was
I
trying
was
to-
lost. Like that was amazing. I forgot reading Rainbow. It's been a long
Oh no,
time.
I was talking about the lady that sang
No,
the
the lady
original
Oh,
that
theme
she
song.
did.
Shit, yeah.
She did.
She was trying to
She
get a
was-
gig off of Reading Rainbow.
Do you think she ever
LeVar
did?
Burton.
I can only
I mean,
hope.
maybe.
I mean,
But see,
shouts out to you, lady.
we didn't have smartphones
Right.
back then,
Yeah,
so we
I
don't know
can't-
about.
No,
do
but we
know,
have them
Bobby.
today. We could look her up.
She probably had a fire ass mixtape.
She could have had everything if we had smartphones back then.
Reading Rainbow.
Oh my God, Andre.
Dre.
Um.
And then you almost took my shoe.
Okay, so
I went off
Theon.
on something.
What ways are we supposed to use smartphones that make us smarter or like not dumb? How are we using smartphones? How do we
How should we be using
how
them?
should we be using this?
It's a doorstop.
We should be using them for
How
their
does it make us
original
smarter?
intention.
Which was what?
To
Navigation.
To connect.
I don't know what it was. I think it was for
Like,
telephones.
I mean,
with
they're
the screen.
phones. Phones were invented to send messages. So to connect to people, stay in touch with people.
What sort of messages you send on your phone? See, you don't even let us see. Maybe you should tell us your last text message. Just so we know.
Let's look it up.
It's probably not smart, but you know,
But
I don't
see,
know.
here we go.
Theon likes to text a lot of interesting and weird
The
shit.
I know he
last
does.
thing I text.
What did you text? I hope it's like
was-
fries. That might be mine.
It was I love you.
Okay, give me something better than that.
The last thing I text before that
Yeah.
was
Oh, never mind.
I love you, mama.
No. Okay, we're moving on. So hold on. I'm going to pull up my text and put the last thing Theon
so
said
is
in our
it-
group chat.
Is it the connection that we make with our smartphones that help us?
It can
Retain.
help us. And I think we should be using our smartphones.
I'm not reading the last thing you said.
When's
To,
the last thing he said? Oh, he said,
No.
hold on.
Hold
Hold on.
That's the last thing I
Which
text
is
you.
definitely making fun of Rachel.
That's
Hold
I'm
on.
done. I'm done reading this.
The word
Theon's winning
Word
all
of the
today.
day.
the word is hold on.
Hold down.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Hold down.
Hold on.
I can't. Oh, hold on. Say it again.
I'm trying to think of a sentence. Hold on to D's nuts.
What part of Michigan did that come from?
That'd be Flint right there.
Hold on.
Hold down.
HOWLDA.
Fine. You know what? We
Hold
should
on.
play a game one day, and I should just say all my Midwestern words, and then
We'll
you
try to
guys
spell
try to
it.
spell them.
We could do that.
I would
Penis.
love this game.
But yeah. I don't know. In closing, I think
Oh, do you get to pick the winner?
I'm not picking a winner, but just
I don't like it
There's-
when you don't play favorites, Esther.
it's not up to me. It's up to you,
Oh.
our listener.
Oh, I was like, I win. If it's up to me, I was
You
like-
know, exactly. But either way, there are a lot of good points. You know, we are very if you've grown up in the situation where you didn't have smartphones and then all of a sudden, well, you had dial-up. Well, first you had encyclopedias
Ooh,
that was sold door to door.
word.
Then you had dial-up.
Oh, dude. No, and then,
Then you had a flip
before even
phone.
dial up, remember there was call waiting, and you may or
Oh,
may not have
man.
had that. We
Yeah,
didn't.
'cause
We
you had
were
to pay
too
for
poor.
that.
We didn't have caller ID until it came on our cell phones. Like, we had the 80-foot
Yeah.
cord that my mom would yell at me from the kitchen
Oh.
to my bedroom.
like the AOL discs
Oh,
that
dude.
you had to pay for minutes.
Oh
I
my
forgot
God.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Did you hit up the chat rooms though when you were a kid?
All the
Like,
time.
was that
Always,
okay?
duh.
I would go into the role playing chat rooms and just like troll the whole
Oh
thing.
my god! Did we all just do
Like the
trolling?
Vampires
I was
Tavern.
so awful.
Oh,
And they're like all serious as like, and then he walks in and he says, "Hey, how are you doing tonight?" And then I would be like, and then another dude walks in and he farts and then he leaves.
I
And then he
cannot.
leaves.
And then like whoever was running it would like
Kick you out.
I am me and be like, "Could you please leave?" And then I'd be like, "No." And then I keep talking. And then the fart smelled like eggs.
Oh my god.
I cannot.
I was the worst.
But then we got smartphones.
Smartphones.
And we definitely use it for like a lot of different things. Social media has definitely disintegrated a lot of our intelligence, but not just because of what we see, but just like just like smartphones, because everything is at a click.
Yeah.
Like you
People,
need things
people
now.
get brave on some social
Yeah,
media. I bet you won't
exactly.
say none of that shit to my face. In fact,
Yeah.
I dare you.
Yeah, like social norms has definitely shifted with smartphones in the younger generation.
Yeah, because they don't think I won't cut them. Like, they'll fucking find out.
Well, they don't want to talk to anybody. They don't know how to interact
No.
face to face because it's all online. But
It-
I mean, a lot of good things because you could at your fingertips, you can know like
Anything
random
in the
shit.
world.
Yeah,
What do you want to know? You can find that shit out.
exactly.
If
So
the web don't know, the dark web does.
yeah,
It reminds me. It reminds me of a quote that I heard someone say. It says like, "My great grandfather walked 10 miles. My grandfather drove a Cadillac. My dad drove my dad drove a Mercedes. I drive a Ferrari, but my son will be walking again because difficult
Come
times make strong people.
Yep.
Strong people make easy times.
Yep.
Easy times make weak people."
Yeah. Ooh. Man, that's a good one. I think that's our closing because
Yeah.
anything I say after that is just stupid.
Crypto and titties.
Well,
That's all
never
the
mind. He
onions
got
are.
that.
Crypto. Titties. Crypto.
Titties.
That's my
Titties.
song.
Oh God, please. Can we?
Crypto.
Are we gonna get a recording?
Yeah, let's do
Where
it.
could
Yeah.
that say crypto titties? Like
Bitcoin,
record.
Ethereum.
Okay, I can't.
Damn, I love it.
Dogecoin.
So I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. Are smartphones making us stupid? Are they making us smarter? What are
No.
they doing to us?
Killing our brains.
What are they doing?
I don't know. Just read more. Read more of anything.
You can read on your smartphone.
Yes. I don't give a shit. Just
I've
read
totally
it.
Done it. Yeah.
Don't watch the video.
Don't be
read
an R.
it.
Kelly. Read.
Exactly.
Oh shit. Well, you can't read. That's his whole problem. Anyways, so
He did
this
some other stuff
this
too.
has been respectfully near
Nah,
our debate. Do smartphones make us dumb?
probably.
Are they making us smart?
You
A little
disagreed.
bit
with
of.
I'm sorry.
Next week will be Theory Tuesday.
I love Theory Tuesday. That's one of my.
Can't believe it's already
faves.
Theory Tuesday. Oh my god. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in Theory Tuesday next week.
Wait.
We'll talk to you guys then.
Bye.
Brr.